Hi everyone, today we're going to continue on with area and perimeter and just do it on the coordinate plane instead of just simply with the numbers already given. You're going to have three types of shapes you're going to deal with. Two of them are easy, one of them is half easy, half hard, and so 5 of the 6 types of problems you're going to get are be pretty easy. First is a square, and it's going to ask you for one of two things. So for the square, it might ask you the perimeter, which is just simply add up all the sides. All you need to do is be able to count the sides. So count your number of spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get to there. Keep going. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so the perimeter is just 16, but then there's 4 sides. 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, which gets you to an answer of 64 units. And that's all you have to do for quite a number of problems. Now, it can be a little bit challenging trying to count them up this way. So if it's a bigger shape like this and you're having trouble, you could deal with subtraction. You just have to be okay with negative numbers. Like if you take a look here, this is up 7. This is down -9. And 7 minus -9 is 16. So there is ways using the numbers on the graph to make things a lot easier for you. A lot of people like to just count. I'm not trying to discourage counting. Just maybe want to double or even triple check your answers if you're counting, just in case it's a big shape. Area of a square, we learned, is sides squared. It's just 16 squared, or 16 times 16, which in this case is 256. Some numbers will occasionally be so big that you'll have to use a calculator, but that's all it is. So for 2 of the 6 problems, it's just going to be easy as finding perimeter and area of a square. Not bad at all. And rectangles we'll also deal with here. So rectangles, it's the same way, except with rectangles and perimeter, you have to count both directions. 1, 2, 3, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that way. And again, you could use my subtraction method. You would still get the numbers 3 and 10. And if so, for perimeter, it's 3 plus 10. Careful, there's 4 sides, plus 3 plus 10. Add those all up, you get 26 units. And that's all it is. For area, also not bad in a rectangle, excuse me. It's just 3 times 10. The answer is 30 square units. Not bad, not hard. All right, so that's 4 of the 6 types of problems you're going to get, and that's going to be a large majority of them. Most of the problems you're going to get are just going to be rectangles and squares. You have to be just a little careful. Make sure that if it's a rectangle, you're counting up both sides before you start calculating perimeter and area. And then the most important thing is some questions will just ask perimeter. Other questions will just ask area. And then some questions will ask for both. But the questions that only ask for one of them, read the question carefully. Don't accidentally do a perimeter question when it asks you to do area. Don't accidentally do an area question when it asks you to do perimeter. That's going to be the only thing stopping you guys from quickly getting to an A or a B grade on this. There is one last shape. And the one last shape here is a right triangle. Right triangles are both easy and hard. I'm going to start off with area first. But let's count first, actually, before anything else. All right. This was 5 spaces that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces that direction. Maybe it would have been easier to realize this was up 9 and this was down -3. 9 minus -3 is 12. Not sure if that would have been easier. All right, area is really easy. The formula for area of a triangle, which you guys did on IXL S.3, is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 5 times 12, whatever way you do to solve that, you get 30. And it's 30 square units. Now, to find out perimeter, we have two of the sides. How do you find out the third side? For perimeter of a right triangle, it requires you to use the Pythagorean theorem. Now, you can get to a perfect score of 90 on this without ever having to use the Pythagorean theorem. It's random chance. You might get 2 or 3 of these questions with Pythagorean theorem with perimeter of a right triangle. You might get 0. You could also get them wrong, unfortunately, and then still get up to a score of 90 by getting the easier ones right. There's 5 easy problems. There's 1 hard one. But Pythagorean theorem, you just have to do 5 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. Do the work of Pythagorean theorem, which we've done second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. And then your final step is always going to be taking a square root. So we get x is 13. So careful, that's not the final answer. 5 plus 12 plus that side of 13 equals 30. Now careful, it just happened to be 30 because coincidentally, usually these numbers are different answers. Anyway, that's it for today. If you struggle with perimeter problems, you can always ask your teacher. You can always just give an email out. You can always also get those ones wrong and end up getting other ones and you'll be fine. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you later.